You're walking home. You see a rat. You flinch. Maybe you jump a little. That's normal. That's your brain doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Now imagine a version of you where that reaction never happens, where a rat runs across the floor and you just pick it up with your bare hands in front of a paying crowd. That job existed. It was real. It paid real money. And it was one of the strangest careers in human history. Let's go back to Victorian England, London mostly, in the 1800s. The city is packed. No proper sewage system yet, no pest control companies, no poison you can just buy at a store, and rats are everywhere, in the walls, in the grain stores, in the streets. Someone has to deal with this, and that someone is called a rat catcher. Now, a rat catcher's actual job sounds almost normal. Go into a building, find where the rats are living, trap them or kill them, get paid by the job. But here's where it gets strange. The best rat catchers didn't just kill rats quietly and go home. They turned catching rats into a public performance. Picture this. A man walks into a pub. He's got a bag. Inside the bag are dozens of live rats he just caught that week. He opens the bag in the middle of the room, and the crowd starts betting. This was called rat baiting. A dog gets thrown into a pit with the rats. The crowd bets on how many rats that dog can kill in under a minute. Some dogs could kill over 100. It sounds brutal. It was brutal, but it was also one of the most popular forms of entertainment in working-class London. And the rat catcher was the center of it. He was the supplier, the showman, the guy everyone in the pub knew by name. Here's the technical word for a second, explained simply: a warren. That's just what people called a den or nest full of rats, usually underground or behind walls. A skilled rat catcher could hear the difference between an empty wall and a warren just by tapping on it and listening. Now, some rat catchers took the performance even further. There are historical accounts of catchers who would grab a live rat with their bare hands and hold it up by the tail in front of a crowd. No gloves, no tools, just confidence, and years of knowing exactly how a rat's body moves before it bites. The most famous rat catcher in England had a title most people don't expect: Rat Catcher to Her Majesty. That's right, Queen Victoria had an official royal rat catcher, employed to protect the palace from infestation. His name was Jack Black, and Jack Black didn't just kill rats, he collected them. He would breed unusual colored rats he caught in the wild and sell them as pets to wealthy Victorian ladies. Stop and think about that for a second. The same animal being chased through the streets with dogs and bets was also being sold in a little cage as a fashionable house pet. That contradiction is the whole point of this job. Rats were disgusting and feared, and rats were fascinating and profitable. At the exact same time, here's the twist that changes how you see this whole story. Jack Black's pet rats didn't just entertain wealthy Victorians. Many historians believe his selectively bred rats are part of the reason we have domesticated pet rats today. The friendly, colorful rat sitting in a cage in a pet store right now can trace part of its history back to a man who also caught wild rats for blood sport. One job, two completely opposite outcomes: entertainment through violence and companionship through breeding. Now here's the mirror. Here's where this connects to you. You probably don't think about pest control very often. Maybe you've called an exterminator once. Maybe you've set a trap under your sink. But somewhere in the last 200 years, that entire industry went from a public spectacle, a man performing in a pub with a bag of rats, to something invisible, quiet. A truck that shows up, sprays something, and leaves. We didn't get rid of the problem. We just got rid of the theater around it. And that's true of a lot of jobs like this one throughout history. The task stays the same. The performance disappears. So next time you see a pest control van parked outside a building, remember? That quiet, boring job used to be a full-blown public event with betting, crowds, and a man who held rats by the tail for a living. You flinch when you see a rat. He made a career out of not flinching at all.